Alrighty, it's Sunday afternoon now. I don't know what time it is here. 12:21. So this is a KITT update, and since I'm not out at the actual car, I thought I'd just pull a picture up of it. That's from the day we actually moved it for the first time. I don't know if you can show the camera there, but there's my little GoPro there for the front bumper. So I've been talking with Ken. He's been having those starter issues with that 350. I keep wanting to rock, and it's going to take me out of the screen. The bolts in the block are wanting to push the starter out. I mean, I'm sure you got the block and the starter goes up there, and it wants to pull it out and angle it in. So it's hitting the nose cone on the bell housing. Ken wanted to grind the bell housing, and I said, that doesn't sound right. Something's not lining up right there. So we were able to find the casting number for that 350, and I don't remember what it is off the top of my head, but that block casting was used from 68 to 1979. In 68 it was a 327. In 69 to 79 it was used for 350s, but it was used for all 350s basically. For any Chevrolet car that they used a 350 in, was a real common, the most common casting number. Not that that's a bad thing. So I have this little book right here. I've had it for a while. Knew I still had it. Finally found it as I was making the back office here. And it talks about getting your date codes and usually a VIN number stamped on the block off the front pad. So I took that little cell phone and I gave Mr. Cook a call this morning, and I told him, and he went out there and right by the water pump was able to find some numbers. And let me go ahead and reposition you here, and we'll do something a little different with the view here to explain what he found. Stand by. Alrighty, hopefully we get this thing angled right. So what he found was, we had a code here, V113, it's probably not really showing up, ODRC, and then below that was 19L 551529. And like I say, hopefully that's showing up. Oh, let's get you in the shot here. So, using my little handy dandy V8 guidebook here, we flip along. We found out that first code, V, is your assembly plant. It's going to be a long, boring video just because I don't have anything else planned. And in 1967 to 1985, that's what this book covers, V represented Flint, Michigan. Now your next series, actually there's a space there, there shouldn't be, that's just how I wrote it down. 11 is actually II. GM doesn't use ones, they use the letter I to represent number 1. That designates the month in the year that the block was built. And see if I can find it here. So I was January, 2 was February, I2, which would be 12, would be December. Well, II would be 11, so you've got a November block. The last two, 30, is the day of the month that was done. So we've got November 30th of, don't know how you figure out the year. But actually, that's where I guess your DRC comes in here. So we flipped around to the back into the DFs, DRC. Yeah, it's showing up at all here. Get the thing angled right. Not used to working with the camera this way. So DRC, second one down, 19 '79 Camaro engine, 170 horsepower. It is a 350. It was also a 4-barrel car with a manual transmission, so that's kind of cool. 170 horse. I don't know if that would be California emissions or whatnot, but or just the base engine that they had for that car. So you know, we've got a Flint, Michigan block done in November, on the 30th day for a '79 Camaro, 170 horse. And this number here, the 19L551529, would probably be the VIN casting number that they put on the blocks. So that's kind of cool. So with that information, Mr. Cook is going to go down to the parts store now that we know exactly what the motor came out of. Let's get you readjusted here. And I'm not even in the view, am I? There we go. So now he knows exactly what starter to go after, which is cool. That narrows him down. So maybe in the next few weeks we'll hear the beast run again, which would be awesome. Very, very cool. So we'll have to grab the GoPros down there again, and told him he still needs to do donuts. We got to put the GoPro on the back bumper and go burn a couple of donuts somewhere with that thing. So especially with those pipes it's got and the 5-speed manual, and that's gonna be a pretty sweet car. He was getting a little bummed out about not being able to figure out the starter, and I kept telling him, don't cut the bell housing. That's something's not lining up there. Just cutting it's not going to fix your problem. So alrighty, I think that's going to end it for this video. What are we up to? 4 minutes for this segment. I don't know what I rambled on for the last one, but maybe I'll throw a couple more pictures back in there. And the 350 looks pretty much the same as the 305 under the hood of that thing, except he painted the 350 blue. I don't know why, but all I do, he asked his kids what color to do it. But yeah, hopefully get that thing going, and he needs to get some weather stripping for it. Got a couple of leaks around the windows, as these things were known to do. But he wants to do the carpeting, get the interior buttoned up, and start sanding her down, get some body work going on it. And he was wanting to have it done several months ago, but it didn't quite work out. So alrighty, I think that's going to end it here. Where's my remote? We'll catch y'all in the next video. So take her easy. Bye bye.